Nadine here with a Pregnant-friendly yoga flow. We are going to have a bit of a focus on strength work today, particularly through our center and back, as well as our legs. But our whole body is going to be working, so should be great. Please feel free to use blocks or a book if you want some extra support as you transition through lunges. I can suggest where to use them as we go, but they're not essential. So we're going to get started today in child's pose. So go ahead and take your knees out wide towards the edges of your mat and take your hands out in front. Relax your forehead down towards your mat. So we're just going to start here with a few deep breaths. Starting to encourage a deep breath down the length of your spine as you inhale, and a deep breath out up the length of your spine as you exhale. So here, just allowing your hips to open, allowing your bones to gently melt down into the earth. And then as we're holding this position, take this opportunity, if you like, to set an intention. Today, focusing on what is your deepest, most heartfelt desire right now in this moment. So whether that be something as simple as being with your breath and with your body. Perhaps it is something pregnancy related. That, for example, you may wish to have a natural birth. So perhaps channeling that idea of natural birth into your mantra or into your intention, visualizing what that might look like. And then here, try and create a short mantra around this heartfelt desire, which is set in the present tense. It might be, I am calm, or I am at peace. And just state this for yourself 3 times. When you're ready now, let that go and walk your hands over towards your left, taking your right hands perhaps on top of your left, interlacing the fingers and just finding a gentle stretch down that right side of your shoulder, your side body, and try to let your right shoulder melt downwards towards the ground. And then you can take it all the way back through center and walk it over to the other side. Maybe interlacing the left fingers on top of the right, rolling the left shoulder down towards the ground, and just taking a few deep breaths there. And then when you're ready, take it back through center, shift your weight forward onto all fours. You can keep your knees wide actually here, the toes can stay together, and you're going to plug your fingertips down in towards the ground. Really push the floor away. Can you now draw your shoulder blades down your back, pull your breastbone forward, so you're not cramming the neck forward here at all. We're trying to open through the thoracic spine, your middle back. And then shift your weight back into your child's pose, except we're not going to bring the forehead all the way to the ground. We're focusing on rounding the back. So you can take an inhale to come into that arch position, drawing the breastbone forward, shoulders pull down your back. And then exhale to take it all the way back. We do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll sit back onto our heels and walk yourself forward. If you find that your knees don't like this position, you could come into a cross-legged position and do the same thing, or sit on some blocks, or pop a towel underneath your knees. Otherwise, we're going to stay here. And we're just gently going to work into our pelvic floor and our abdominals. So just start by visualizing your sit bones, so the two bony protrusions at the base of your pelvis that you sit on. And you're going to try and draw those 2 points in towards one another as you exhale. So we'll take a deep inhale, and then exhale, draw those 2 points towards one another. Inhale, release it. So we'll do that again. Exhale, draw those two sit bones towards one another. It's not that you're squeezing your glutes, you're just trying to find this subtle sensation of pulling your pelvic floor in. And then release. We'll do that one more time. Inhale. Feel those 2 points draw in. As you exhale. And then let it go on your inhale. So now here we're going to do the pubic bone and tailbone drawing in towards one another. So same thing. Inhale. And as you exhale, draw your pubic bone and tailbone towards one another. And inhale, release it softly. Exhale, draw those 2 points together. And inhale, release it. You might also be finding that you're feeling your abdominals draw in, and that's okay, so that's part of it. So the sensation here is drawing up and in. So we're going to try and draw sits bones together, pubic bone and tailbone together, gently feeling the sensation of the pelvic floor rising as you exhale. So we'll try that one more time, everything coming together. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, draw everything towards one another. Inhale, let it go. Exhale, draw it in. One more time, inhale. Exhale, draw it in. And also feel the abdominals hugging your baby or just drawing in towards your spine. Can you now breathe through this shape, maintaining this hold? We'll do 2 more deep breaths like that. And last deep breath. And just gently letting that go. So we're going to maintain this pelvic floor connection as well as our abdominal connection for the next few moves. So let's go. Inhale. Exhale, feel your pelvic floor draw in and up. Abdominals drawing in, and feel like your ribs are knitting in towards one another. From here now, you're going to lift up off your heels, just an inch or so. Can you now lean forward at your pelvis? So we haven't let go here, we're still drawing everything up and in. Reach your hands forward so the thumbs are on top. Keep your shoulders relaxed down away from your ears. Then press your palms back behind you. Shoulder blades stay rolled back. Collarbones are open and the back space of your body is open. We do that again. Inhale forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale forward. Exhale, press back. We've got 2 more like that. Inhale and exhale. And last one. Inhale and exhale. Hold it back. Lift your hips up a tiny bit higher if you can. Keep that central connection. And hold for 3. Keep breathing. 2. And 1. Shift your weight forward. All right, we're going to come into some more dynamic movement now. With a focus on trying to stay connected to our center as we move through different shapes. So go ahead and tuck your toes under. Lift your hips. Moving into your first downward dog. If you are in your 3rd trimester or starting to really feel like you don't have a lot of space, Please take your feet out wide to the edges of your mat so you've got a lot more space to play with. So you can start to explore some intuitive movement here. You might like to take some lifts and lowers of your heels. You might like to pedal. You might like to move your hips side to side. And then here we'll find some stillness, dropping in towards your downward dog. Your knees may like to stay bent for this. It will help you to draw your chest a little closer to your thighs and create more of a straight line through your back. Thinking about drawing your abdominals in gently. Your next inhale floats your right leg towards the ceiling into three-legged dog. Hold it here, work at squaring your hips off. Exhale, draw that right knee behind your right wrist and step your foot down. Come up onto your fingertips, soften through the back knee, and roll on up into a crescent lunge. Inhale, hands lift to the ceiling. So here we're going to keep the back knee bent. Hands are going to press back, palms push, and you're going to lean forward. Think about that same connection to center here. Inhale, reach your hands forward. Exhale, press them back. Inhale, reach the hands forward. Exhale, press them back. One more time to reach forward. And then we hold it back. Collarbones open. Back space of your body broad. Ribs knitted in towards one another. Holding the arms into your max extension. And then we take the back knee down and lift up. So you're leaning still forward, loading up the right hip, the right glutes. Okay, so a little lower and a little lift. Really important to keep your legs nice and strong here, especially as we come into third trimester, finding ways to work safely where we can still feel really strong. It will help for our labor. Next one here, we hold it down, stay there, and we just breathe. So can you remain calm as you start to feel the contraction in your body work hard? Keep your collarbones open, focus on your breath. Nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. When you're ready now, we're going to windmill our arms open. Phew. Into a second position or goddess pose. So you're bending your knees deeply here. And we're just going to reach the hands up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, press your palms down. Collarbones remain open. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press down. And we go one more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press down. We halt. Lift your right heel up off away from the ground and press it down. Left heel up and press it down. So for everyone using your feet, working through this sort of demi-releve is really great, particularly when you're pregnant, to help with circulation. I've definitely been noticing that my ankles are starting and my feet are starting to feel a bit more swollen. I did buy some new sneakers at the beginning of the year, which I'm not fitting into anymore. It's all right. They're staying nice and white and clean. All right, last couple here. Press that heel down. And now you're going to roll your right heel in so that we're finding our warrior two. So your hips remain open, your left knee is tracking over your middle toes here. If you need to, you just roll the back hip forward just to help that knee alignment. Arms are wide, look past your left fingers, flip that palm, reach it forward, and paint the ceiling, exalt your warrior. You might like to give Bud a little hug here, or just place your hand on your thigh. Elbows going to come down towards your knee. And we come into our extended side angle. Really nice stretch through the QL, perhaps in through the side body, opening up through the obliques. We come one more time back into our exalted warrior. And then your hands are going to go to the inside of your left foot. Walk your hands to your right foot, Skandasana. So this sort of very nimble, ninja-like pose. If this feels too much for your knee, please feel free to lift your bottom up higher. You could also pop blocks underneath your hands. Otherwise, sink it down. This might feel awesome for you. It might feel pretty strong. Whenever we come into deep stretches, we do want to just take it easy if you're pregnant because of the hormone relaxin. So, never pushing into our full range of motion. Now we're going to walk our hands back to the other side, towards the left foot. Turn your body around, hands feet inside of that foot. Drop your back knee down and step your other knee back. So now you're in your 4-point kneel. Just some chaturanga push-ups in 4-point kneel. If you want to make it a stronger half plank or even full plank, if you can maintain your center. So feel your belly lift away from the earth. We're not tucked under. We're still in our neutral spine. Present your breastbone forward if you can, so you feel your collarbones open and your shoulders draw back. Then you're going to bend your elbows and bring your chest in between your hands and press on up. So we're not doing nose between hands. You're shifting your weight forward slightly, bringing your chest in between your hands. And you're just going as deep as what feels comfortable for you. We want to feel a challenge though. And we want to feel as though the elbows are staying, squeezing in gently rather than out to the sides. So we're working the backs of our arms, our triceps. Collarbones super open still. Last one, and we're going to hold it here. So we breathe. Use your breath to try and maintain a sense of calm as you hold this contraction. So arms working very, very hard, but can we stay relaxed and push through? You've got 4 more seconds. Last 3, up, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Shift it back to your child's pose. Roll it forward. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. So we're taking it straight into the other side. Left leg floats up. Step your knee, or your foot rather, behind your left wrist. Soften through the back knee, roll it up, out of the earth. Inhale, crescent lunge. Keep your back knee bent. Abdominals are drawing in. You're shifting your weight forward. Hands reach forward. Thumbs up. Palms push back behind you. Chest remains open. Inhale forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale forward. Exhale, press back. One more time. All the way forward. All the way back. Hold. Keep your chest open. Ribs still knitting in towards one another. Gentle sense of hugging butt or navel to spine. We go a little lower of the back knee. Little lift. Little lower. Little lift. Try and keep your triceps engaged by pushing your hands back. Remember, the shoulder heads have not rolled forward here. We're remaining in neutral spine. Pushing through that right heel, leaning forward to left heel, leaning forward to load up the left leg. Last 3, 2, and we're going to go for a hold. So we stay here. Use your breath. A deep breath in, steady breath out. If you like, you could reach your hands forward. This is going to pick up your heart rate a bit more, otherwise keep the hands back. Good, we're holding for 3, hang in there. For 2, or 1, back to your goddess pose, open it out. So we're taking a deep plie here, or bend into your knees. Knees tracking over second middle toes, and we're going to lift both heels up and press them down. Both heels lift and press them down. Try and really push down through the big toe mountain ball of your foot so that you don't collapse or sickle your foot or your ankle. And next one here, we hold. Can you sink it down a little deeper and feel as though you're wrapping your knees back in space. Breathe for 3, for 2, for 1. Lower the heels down. Turn your left heel in so you're finding your warrior 2 again. Deep bend through the right knee. Then you're flipping your right palm, reaching forward, exalt your warrior. Elbow finds knee, other direction. And we lift it back, exalt your warrior. And we're coming all the way down, hands to the inside of your left foot. Walk your hands towards the left foot, and we hold. So, you're in your Skandasana on the other side. Options again to stay up higher through your hips. Otherwise, we're trying to take this deep hip opener. Might like to push your arm into your knee there to help you open out. Try and connect to your pelvic floor and abdominals so we're not completely passive in this. We're finding a sense of lifting up and out of the floor. And breathe. And then we gently start to walk ourselves back to the other side, over towards your right foot. Spin yourself around, drop your back knee, step back into your 4-point kneel. Wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. This time you're going to take your right hand behind your head. Push your head into your hand. Find your abdominal connection. So you're working the front of your body, supporting the back line of your body. When you're ready, you're going to take a bend into your elbow and bring your right elbow towards your left wrist. Twist. Inhale, open it out. We've got 3 more like that. Exhale, come down. Inhale, open it out. Last 2. And open. Last one. And open. We swap to the other side. So we go. Bend into right elbow. And twist in. So you're bringing your left elbow to tap your right wrist. Inhale, open. Last 2 here. And last one. And come back to the center, both hands to the ground. Tuck your toes under, feel that lift from abdominals, and hover your knees 1 inch off away from the ground. Neck is nice and long. Front body supporting back body. Collarbones broad. Tap your knees. Lift them back up. Tap your knees. Lift them back up. 2 more times. Finally, holding in our last hold. Breathe. 4, 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Separate your knees. Find your child's pose. So again, you can relax your head down towards the ground. You can focus on rounding back into your spine. And then slowly shift your weight back forward onto all fours. Coming into our pigeon. Right knee behind right wrist. Just get that foot out of the way. Slide on back. You might like to use a block underneath your hip here. If you don't have anything available, you could use a cushion as well. Or you could just slide your back knee in. Maybe wriggle the front foot out in front. Everybody, you're coming down to find your stretch. So if you're still in your pigeon, you might like to stack your fists one on top of the other to relax your head onto your hands. So coming back to your breath, allowing your bones to melt into the mat. Just a couple more deep breaths here. And then you can gently push yourself back on up. Roll onto that left hip bone, so turn yourself around to the front here. And we're going to take our straddle, so both legs come out to the sides. You can keep this narrow, of course. Work within your own range of motion, remembering that we don't want to force into the splits here. So we're just keeping it nice and soft. If you want to take it out a little bit wider, you can, of course, as well. And all we're doing is moving our hips from side to side. So it's almost like your femur bones, your thigh bones are kind of rolling in your hip sockets. And then here you can take a little round and a little arch. choosing here either to keep your fingertips behind your back and just work at elongating your spine, or if you'd like to take a forward fold, you can walk your hands forward and just creep your fingertips forward as far as you like. Maybe the elbows come down. You might not have a lot of space with your belly like me. So just being careful. And just finding a couple of deep breaths there. So hip openings are really great for labor, getting us prepared, keeping us nimble, keeping us strong as well. And when you're ready, you're going to walk your hands back on in, and we're going to take the left foot in and turn around into all fours again to set up for the other side. So this time you're taking your left knee behind your left wrist. Just get that foot out of the way so you can slide it back. Once again, you can stay here. You can pop a block underneath your hip or a cushion, or you can slide the back knee in so you're taking your zigzag shape instead. And then you're just taking your forward fold wherever you are. And coming back to your breath. And when you're ready here, coming all the way back on up. Turning around to face the front. Easy cross-legged seat. If you like to sit on top of a block or a pillow, go ahead and do so. You can keep your hands on your knees. Sit up as tall as you can. Maybe you're connecting back to your sits bones, grounding down into the mat. And if it feels okay for you, close down your eyes. Notice the length in your spine, but now just keep your belly really soft, relaxed. Taking one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, and just coming back to the intention you set at the start of this class. What is your deepest, most heartfelt desire? And then just taking that energy with you. You can bring your hands to heart center, to Anjali Mudra or prayer. Resting your thumbs gently on your chest, gentle lift of your chest towards your thumbs. Just bowing your chin towards your fingertips gently. Thank you so very much for practicing with me. Namaste. So thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, feedback, suggestions of things that you'd like to work on, please comment below. And I'll have some more videos up shortly.